Hi, this is Sam Hooper, your friendly local legislative lawyer, and this is my week in legislative law. The fact that I'm doing this on Thursday should tell you it's been a pretty busy week. I haven't really had time to do much social media. There's been a lot going on. This is really the time when a lot of state legislative sessions are kicking into gear. Lots of bills are being heard in committee. Some of them are getting floor votes, so there's a lot of lobbying to be done. We've kind of moved past the time where we're pitching new legislation or trying to, get new bills filed, and really just trying to take care of those bills that are already in progress in states all around the country. So for once this week I'm back in Austin, Texas. I haven't had to travel anywhere. That's been great. That's enabled me to devote a little bit more time to the building behind me there, the Texas State Legislature, where we have a lot of bills focused on different issues, on cottage food and food freedom, on food trucks, on certain Fourth Amendment issues as well, occupational licensing issues, and of course housing. Housing is a very big issue right now, trying to solve the housing crisis by enhancing property rights, making it easier to build. In addition to that, earlier today, I was doing an interview on local news in Alabama, opposing a rather worrying bill we see in Alabama right now, which would basically take the federal concept of qualified immunity, bad and odious as it is, and codify that in state law, so making it even harder than it already is to sue government officials. This bill in particular is looking at police officers who violate your constitutional rights, who commit bad acts, who maybe abuse your Fourth Amendment, First Amendment rights. Maybe they use too much violence when they're restraining you, whatever it might be. Already it's very difficult to hold some of these people accountable when they do that. This bill, unfortunately, would make it even harder. So I was speaking in a TV interview that's going to air in the evening news today, opposing that bill. This evening I'm going to an interesting networking event, actually. There's an interesting debate happening across the street at the Paramount Theatre. FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, and the Free Press, the fairly recently launched independent news website, are co-hosting a debate on, so it's one of a series of debates they're doing about FDR's Four Freedoms. So this one is looking at, should there be a religious revival? So it's interesting, kind of lightning issue to be discussed, talking about the pros and cons of that. There'll be some interesting people there, I'm sure, so I'm hoping from a networking perspective, from meeting people who might be sympathetic to IJ's agenda of property rights, free speech, economic liberty and education freedom, I might meet some people there that can want to ally with us. And otherwise, it should just be a good evening of hearing some entertaining speakers talking about that issue. So that's my week. There's going to be a lot more happening in different states around the country next week. I'll be sure to fill you in on where I'm going next. Could be Connecticut, could be somewhere else. We will see.